What's going on, everybody? This is Marcus, and I'm here with my lovely wife,
Shira.
And we would like to welcome you to the Quick Cast powered by Black Married Debt Free. Shira is going to be sitting in with me because we got some breaking news, Shira, and I needed to bring in an expert on this. Biden agrees to pay some or relieve some of the student loan debt. Shire, we're going to dig right in. We're going to get started. We're not going to be here all day. But this is breaking news, baby. What you think about this?
Oh, my goodness. I really love how you said it, because you said that Biden agrees to pay. Like it's coming straight out of the bank of Biden.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's what a lot of people think, right? That's what we default to. We default to look what the president is doing. But really, when you're using tax dollars, is look at what we are all doing.
Yeah.
Because this is all of our money. I think that we are talking about this story as it's kind of breaking.
Right.
So I think that Biden is doing his speech right now.
Yeah, he's live right now, I think.
Yes, but see, we just couldn't hold it.
No.
And so we have a couple articles pulled up just to talk about what this plan might entail and the implications for people, for us, for people with student loan debts, for people without student loan debts, and like how is that going to impact the everyday American.
Yeah, sure. Well, let's get into the numbers. Do you want to use the one you have there? You want to go on the jumbotron? How you want to?
Yeah, we're looking at CNN, we're looking at CNBC,
We're
looking at everything, you all. Yeah. So I can start with this article from CNN.
Okay.
Biden announces student loan forgiveness plan. Right now, President Biden is formally announcing his federal student loan relief plan from the White House, which includes forgiving up to $20,000 for some borrowers. Borrowers who hold loans from the Department of Education and make less than $125,000 a year are eligible for up to $20,000 in student loan forgiveness if they obtain Pell Grants for college. Individuals who make less than $125,000 a year but did not receive Pell Grants are eligible for $10,000 in loan forgiveness. You want me to keep going?
No.
Okay.
I think we good, Shire. So $10,000 for most
Americans, right? And up to $20,000. And I think that this I did say that it's for individuals who are earning under $125,000 per year, or $250,000 for married couples.
All right, Shire. Well, this is what people want to know. What do you think? I want to get your take, your overall take on: is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? What's your thoughts? And then I guess I can give my thoughts.
Right. Wow. I feel like there's so much to unpack when it comes to this topic. Biden has been talking about this for a long time. And I think at one point it was like up to 50,000. And now we're looking at 10 with a possible 20. I feel happy for folks who have been burdened by the weight of their student loan debt. There has been, predatory lending. Like we've heard stories of whole schools like that have been shut down, and folks who have obtained degrees and have not been able to use those degrees to make any progress or advancement in the workforce. Just taking it at face value, it sounds like a positive thing. But I'm also thinking about myself, my experience, the sacrifice that we made, to pay off our student loan debt. I'm so glad that we were able to pay that off. And then I'm also thinking about me selfishly. I'm thinking about Black women, and knowing that the average student loan debt for a woman of color is $30,000 a year, and thinking about $10,000 is kind of like a drop in a bucket, So I'm really curious to learn more about this plan. And just because you have some of your student loan debt forgiven doesn't mean that the bill is going to go away. For a lot of people, it's still something that they're going to have to address. So I'm thinking what problem was actually solved, right? To me, now I'm kind of shifting, right? Now my tone is turning. It feels like a Band-Aid, as a what will be the long-term implications? One representative was saying, people can't afford to buy homes. And I agree that student loan debt is definitely a burden when it comes to like acquiring your first home. But did this $10,000 really open the door for people to buy homes? I don't know. Like if $10,000 is what's keeping you from owning a home, you can make that happen. I just think that there are a lot of layers to this onion, and I really hope that we're not crying in the end, especially with the huge injection of just, I don't know if there's debt counseling, like debt payoff, right? It's like could be billions of dollars.
Right. Well, I got some questions.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I got some questions because you put all the caveats out there. I'll do them again.
Yes,
this is great for people. It's something, right? It's something that can help. But I'm gonna play the devil's advocate. I'm gonna play the other side. We obviously know it's good. If you give me 10,000, anything, most things, I'm gonna be happy.
But the key that you said was give me.
Exactly. So let's talk about it.
Okay.
This is gonna do one of two things. Let's just keep it real. When you look at the entire package, I don't know what the total was, but it's billions of dollars that need to go into this. So it's either going to be printed money or it's going to be taxed later. The government doesn't have money to just excess money to just do things like this. They're gonna get this money from somewhere, and so that's a bit frustrating because in some shape, form, or fashion will be on the hook. Let's go back to the recession when they were giving the $1,200 stimulus and $1,400 stimulus.
And we saw what that did, right?
Yeah. We're living that out now. Whether you believe it or not, the inflation, hyperinflation was caused because they were giving out, because they're giving out a lot of money. You know what I mean? And so we're seeing the effects of that. We will see the effects of this. And my thing is this too, Shire. You say the best. You put a Band-Aid on it. You didn't address the major issue, which is the lending,
the unaffordability of college
in general.
Right.
And I think what you're doing now is anytime you help an industry or you throw a bone to an industry, they usually adjust their prices, right?
Right. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Like we've seen it, right?
Exactly.
So you want to give like the example of like the electric car industry. When the government started offering incentives and tax breaks to those who purchase electric vehicles, the cost of electric vehicles went up. And so will this also happen with education? Will schools say, hey, maybe Biden is setting a precedent and
what's to stop them? You haven't put in anything in place to prevent that. All you did was just like give people a break. And it's like, I get it, but we need to get to the point where we are addressing the
systemic issues,
yes,
right? The systemic issues. We need systems change. Yeah. We need systems reformation. Like it just can't be okay. Here's some cash. And the sad thing is, I don't even think it applies to students that are in school right now. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just like I don't know. I think for some people, this is really going to be a blessing. And I don't want to take from that. If I had student loan debt, like honestly, I'm just going to be honest and say, yeah, I'd be happy about that. But I think that when we only think about today, to me, that comes from a poverty mindset, a mindset that says, if I can just get by today, if I could just make it to tomorrow, joy is going to come in the morning. Okay. I do believe that second part, but I will say that, we have to think long term. Now a lot of us with student loan debt, we're parents, right? And we are wanting the best life for our children. And that for many of us includes being able to support them through college. And so how is this $10,000 today going to cost me $20,000 in the future? You know what I'm saying? And so it says that Biden has a plan. Okay, so I'm really curious to continue this conversation. You just took I'm gonna Go ahead, Marcus, because there's
I just
something
feel
on
like
his chest.
I just feel like overall, there's a lot of money being thrown around by the United States government,
Right.
and it's going to affect us.
Yes.
It's going to. I mean, it might not happen today, it might not happen tomorrow, but at some point, we're going to be affected by all of this. Anything we're experiencing now is due to what happened prior. You know?
Right.
And so
There's consequences.
there's consequences for every action. There's an opposite and equal reaction.
Yes.
And so it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm happy for the people, man. I get it, dude. Like,
Right.
hey, when we were paying off debt, when we were like in that position, $10,000 would have been life changing.
Yes.
But you know,
But I would also point out to that what you just said, like it was so much joy when we paid off our debt. And this sounds so mean. I shouldn't say it, but it's like, why then
Go
don't?
ahead, dude.
I'm thinking like, why rob people from the ability to create their own story and feel good about their own accomplishments?
or
Like,
pay it all off. Forgive it all. Like, if you're
Okay.
really gonna do something,
then do it
Then
then.
do it.
Go
Do it
big or
all
go
the way.
home. Is that what you said?
yeah, because what
Okay.
you're doing is like you're creating a minor inconvenience. Now,
Right.
it's just like, if you're gonna do this and sign this big bill, man, forgive it all and let's create a clean slate, and then let's move on. But yeah, like you said, all you're kind of doing is you just kind of
You're appeasing a
Yeah.
certain group of people, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, I was in that pool, so I'm not trying to disparage anybody. I had over $30,000 in student loan debt. I've been there. I've done that. And it's not fun. It's very stressful. So I get it, right? You're going to get some, people are going to get some relief. I get that. But what will be the long-term consequences of this decision?
That's the question. But Shire, what we really want them, the listener, the person looking at this right
To
now,
tell us what they
what
think.
do y'all think
Yes.
about this? You listening, watching. What are your thoughts on this? We really want to know. So please get active in the comment section. Get active in the review section if
Yes.
you're looking at this or listening to this on a podcast platform. We want to know, what do you think about the Biden administration issuing this? What do we call this? Shire? Relief.
Relief.
Yeah. What do y'all think about this?
Oh,
What else you got?
see,
Shire?
I was going. We ending it though.
No. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
So on our think about this if you're a regular listener. So on our last podcast, Marcus talked about the jobs report and how a report came out saying that jobs are at its highest. It's the highest that it's been in years. And so I want you all to think about how that latest jobs report ties in to this debt payoff, because it's the same administration that says that we have a strong labor market, and then it's the same administration that says people need help. They can't afford to pay off their student loan debt. So how do those two pieces come together, and how does it make it make sense?
This is the same administration that says we're not in a recession. They can't even admit that.
Well, if we're but
They
there's
admit
still
there's a problem enough to do
to
something.
give out billions of dollars.
So which one is it?
Look, I'm done. Okay, I'm
saying?
through. I'm through, and we definitely want to hear from you.
Yeah, we want to hear what y'all say. I don't know what a listener will be thinking when they hear us. We're pretty much neutral. You know what I mean? I guess that's the best way.
There's
it's
pros
great-
and cons.
pros and cons.
There's pros and
Pros
cons.
and cons. But yeah, we want to know what y'all think. So please let us know. You got any other thoughts on this, man?
No, I'm not gonna hold us up no more. I'm gonna let the comments do what the comments do.
All right. Well, we hope you enjoyed this episode of the Quick Cast, special episode, breaking news. Yeah, we're gonna holler at y'all on the next one. Peace.
Bye.